Hello, today's video is how to find love. Love is so elusive that it seems like the quest to find it will never end. We know it exists because others have it, but the path can be so murky that it's tempting to give up the search. There are so many surefire steps guaranteed to bring you love, but you follow this guide and you should be headed in the right direction. So, it's about knowing yourself, understand what you have to offer. Love means sharing yourself with someone else who accepts you for who you are. Before you can expect someone else to accept you, though, you must know what self you are projecting. You might start by writing down the answers to these questions. Your questions that you might write down might be like, what do you love about yourself? What would you like to work on? What makes you feel uncomfortable? What do you like to do with your time? What are your best qualities? Build confidence, whether you're an introvert or extrovert. So it's just about like being confident in what you have to offer to someone else when it comes to finding love. There is no right personality type, no special trait that will get you ahead. So, it's not like what you see in these romantic comedies. Everyone has a shot at love, not just the most popular or conventionally attractive people. So know what you have and own it. Know what you're looking for in someone else. Part of knowing yourself is knowing your relationship needs. Writing down what you consider to be the most important traits in your potential partner is a good way to figure out what you actually mean when you're saying you're looking for love. Try not to be too specific though, like creating a list. For instance, instead of saying you want someone 6 feet tall, brown eyes, dark hair, focus on personality traits that matter to you. Do you want someone who's honest, someone who shares your passions for books, if there's something like that that you like? It might also be helpful to write down a list of things you might not want in a partner too. And remember that the point is not to craft a projection of your future partner. You're just sketching out the basic qualities of what you would like to have. So it's pretty much that simple. Okay, so it's about meeting people. One of the best ways to do this is start by making friends. It's always said that making friends is the sure way to find love, and that's because it's true. It's a great way to build a mutual relationship based on caring and trust. When you're making friends, keep these tips in mind. Don't be judgmental, be generous with your time as well. But making friends does require a bit of a commitment. So if you're serious about finding love, get serious about spending time with people. Accept invitations to parties, sporting events, and concerts. If you aren't much of a joiner, ask a few people out for lunch or coffee. The point is to create a lot of situations that give you the chance to get to know people, and it's hard to do that from the comfort of your own home. So, I hope that you guys are, jotting down notes so you can get closer to meeting someone special, of course. And also work on presenting yourself as someone who's available. So, if you think about things like, consider your appearance too when you're looking for love. Dress like, like you're wanting somebody to approach you too. And also have like a pleasant expression on your face. Present yourself to the world, in an attractive manner. That can help and go a long way too. Try dating services. Join a singles group. Go to bars and clubs. They're popular places to look for love. But if you want to find a long-term relationship, you might find it easier to get to know people in places where there's a lot of convo going on. So you can consider online dating It's a great way to find out who's available in your nearby area, but don't fall for the trap of being too picky or judging everyone on their profile. That won't help you. So if you want to find someone, you have to give people a chance. That's my advice. It's the same as you would want them to do for you. Ask people out. Don't be afraid. If you found someone who interests you and you're ready to move from the friend stage to something deeper, try asking the person you're interested in out on a date. So, but don't put too much pressure. Just focus on having a good time, and the goal is to have fun. So keep it that simple. So stay on the same wavelength. Try to be in tune with what the other person wants. Don't be too pushy. Remember that everyone is dealing with insecurities and personal issues, and sometimes signals just get mixed. Try not to take things too personally at an early stage. Texting and other forms of messaging may be the simplest way to communicate, but you're less likely to give each other the wrong impression in person or over the phone. Okay. Also, avoid ghosting the other person if they're not what you're looking for. Sometimes people will disappear rather than honestly saying, I don't think we match. However, that's a terrible thing to do. At least, tell them you're no longer interested. And when you do, start talking to people, it's about being vulnerable too. You got to be risky in that way. Tell them what you're feeling, and you might feel a little uncomfortable, but the only way to know whether this relationship is turned into love is to find out if the feeling is mutual. So, because you don't want to end up in a situation where there's a lack of interest on the other side. And, if that's the case, then you got to move on. So, if you fail, then my recommendation is to try again. If it doesn't work out that time, hopefully, something works out sooner or later. So that's pretty much my advice on how to find love, and I hope you guys, have a smooth journey to finding love. And if you have some beautiful love stories, it would be great if you would share them below. Everybody wants to find love, and why not let that be today or now? So please like, share, and subscribe.